is second, family's first. Money never ever hurt, cause rapping got a lot of perks.
Alright, the first game is the Browns at the Steelers.
You know, Thursday night games, usually the home team wins because of the travel and short time to prepare. And I think the Steelers are just simply a better team than the Browns. And the Browns haven't showed much this year, other than Colt McCoy. They don't have too much, so I'll take the Steelers 27-10, get an easy home win.
Yeah, I guess I take the Steelers here too.
I think this is an emotional rivalry. If you ask Browns fans, they will tell you they don't care if they go 2-14 as long as they beat the Steelers. However, I don't think that they have the weapons to do so. I think that the Steelers will win, but I think it will be a lot closer game than people think.
Steelers in Pittsburgh, bad weather, rainy, sloppy snow. Steelers are kings at home in the snowy weather. 35-3, Steelers.
Alright, the next game is the Texans at the Bengals.
I think this was the toughest pick of the week here. But I think at home, even though Cincinnati's at home, I think Houston's going to win, even with TJ Yates. I think he'll get 2-0. But I will say this, I do think this will be Cincinnati's last loss of the year, but this is going to be a very, very close game, and I think that Houston squeaks it out 20-17 in a close game.
I take the Bengals here, really because of Amy Dawn and AJ Green.
I think the Bengals showed that they were the Bungles once again last week. I'm going Texans.
I think this is the year of the Texan. I'm going to go 21-14 Texans.
Next game is the Vikings at the Lions.
I think at home the Lions get this win. They just had a couple tough losses here, and they're going to get back into the playoff race. Hard to say if they'll make it or not. It's kind of a crapshoot in the NFC, but with AP possibly being out, they beat him last time in Minnesota, so I think they could win this game at home fairly easy, 31-14.
I think this will be an upset. I think the Vikings will win. Matthew Stafford is a total machine. He had 13,
He had 2 picks last week.
Yeah, 12 picks in the last 4 weeks. So I'll go with the Vikings.
I'm going to take the Lions at home.
Stafford, I think he'll get things going here for a good end of season run. I'm going with Detroit. Detroit 21-17.
Next game is the Saints at the Titans.
Saints are having a really good year. You know, I think Tennessee could sneak in. I don't think that they're good enough to win the AFC wild card because I think you need to be at least 10-6. I think they're going to lose here, but I think it's not going to be blowout. I think the Saints win this game 34-24.
Even though Chris Johnson is starting to get back to the way he was the last 2 seasons, I still take the Saints here.
I agree. I think the Titans are coming back here towards the end of their season and showing some promise, but I don't think they can beat the Saints.
Okay, I'm going New Orleans all the way. Best quarterback in football, toughest quarterback in football. Drew Brees, 5 touchdown passes. Score 38-17, Saints.
Next game is the Eagles at the Dolphins.
My team just needs to get some momentum going for next year. I think the playoffs are very hard to achieve right now with the way they've been playing, but I think that with Vic being back, I think they can find a way to beat Miami over there. It's in Miami, they've been playing better. I'm taking the Eagles 24-17.
This game could go really anyway. It just depends on what defense plays better, but I take the Eagles here.
I agree that it could go either way. The Dolphins are at home. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Dolphins are playing pretty good football right now. Eagles playing, you know, they're just a disaster at this point. And I would pick the Dolphins 24-14.
Next game is the Chiefs at the Jets.
You know, the Chiefs just went to Chicago and won, but the only reason they really won the game is because they were able to get a Hail Mary before halftime, which was pretty much luck. And Kyle Orton doesn't play, they have no chance of winning, and I don't think they will win. And Jets are starting to play better football. I take the Jets to get an easy win, 27-6.
Yeah, I take the Jets too.
As much as I don't want to hear Rex Ryan's press conference afterwards, I will also take the Jets.
I think Jets in this game 17-16, close nail biter.
Next game is the Patriots at the Redskins.
I will take the Patriots here. The Redskins haven't shown too much. The Patriots are starting to get ready for a playoff run. I want, well, hopefully for them, for their sake. But the point is they're out of momentum right now, and I will take them to beat the Redskins 38-20 right now.
Even though the Patriots almost lost to the Colts last week, I still take the Patriots.
Yes, I would also take the Patriots here.
Tom Brady and New England Patriots, probably the second best team in football this year, and you know, it's going to come down to the Patriots and the Steelers for the Super Bowl. For the AFC, definitely the Patriots and Tom Brady.
Next game is the Falcons at the Panthers.
I think this game will be a very, very close game, and thought long and hard about this game. I think the Panthers find a way to get the home win. I think Cam Newton's your fantasy performer of the week. I think he throws for 2 touchdowns and runs for 2, and they beat the Falcons 28-27.
Even though the Falcons all have injuries on defense, I still take the Falcons here.
I know this isn't highly scientific, but I feel like the Falcons are due. I'm taking Falcons.
I think it'll be a high-scoring contest. Cam Newton will have his share of running touchdowns and also passing touchdowns. This year's Rookie of the Year, Cam Newton. But I think Atlanta will prevail 38-37.
Next game is the Buccaneers at Jaguars.
I don't know if Josh Freeman's playing or not, but I think next week he can get back to play, get the team good football. But I think he still needs a week to get going as well. And I think that Maurice Jones-Drew can have a big game here, and I think the Jaguars will win this game 20-14.
If the Buccaneers can get off to a lead early in the game, I believe they will win. The Jaguars ain't too good coming back.
I'm going to take Tampa Bay, yes.
I'll take Tampa Bay as well. I think there's just too many distractions for Jacksonville Jaguars with the new owner, you know, new coach, etc. Definitely.
Next game is the Colts at the Ravens.
You know, the Colts put up a fight against the Patriots last week, and Miss Moore will get to this one with her pick. I don't know if they've ever been beaten by the Ravens, but I think that this year the Ravens have a team that could go to the Super Bowl. And I think that at home they can find a way to get this win. But I think the Colts make it a fairly respectful contest. I think the Ravens win 31-20.
Yeah, I take the Ravens there too.
The Ravens are doing very well at home. However, the Colts have beaten them the last 8 meetings, including postseason. The Ravens have only beaten the Colts twice in franchise history, in 1998 and in 2001. There's a lot of emotion involved, certainly, because of what happened with the Colts and how they sort of left in the middle of the night. I find it unlikely the team is going to go completely defeated, so I'm hoping that the Colts defeat Baltimore in Baltimore.
I think this is going to be an excellent game. I think the Colts are going to want to try to get their first victory for the season, and they're going to battle. It's going to be a fierce fight. It's going to be a 20-20 outcome at the end, with the Ravens kicking a field goal in overtime.
The next game is the Bears at the Broncos.
Bills and Broncos?
Bears.
Bears. Okay. Yeah. You know, Chicago's season went completely away when Cutler's got injured, because Caleb Haney's proven that he can't lead an offense at all again. And Tim Tebow is proving the critics wrong week after week after week. He's going to go 7-1 as a starter this year and at home, and get ready to win the AFC West. And Denver's going to win this game 24-14.
I would say this is the hardest defense Tim Tebow played so far this season.
4 days out.
Yeah, but I still take the Bills here.
This is rough. I see what Tebow is doing. Am I a Tebow believer? I'm not convinced. But the Bears are struggling. Defensively, however, they are strong. I'm going to take the Bears.
Okay, as in the past several weeks, Tim Tebow has been successful in leading his team on fourth quarter drives, and I believe this will be another fourth quarter victory, 21-17 Broncos.
Next game is the 49ers at Cardinals.
I think that Arizona makes this game a lot closer than people think. They just beat Dallas last week. I think that, you know, I think 49ers are still the better team though. So I would, in a close game, I would take the 49ers 17-13.
I don't think this would be a close game at all, but I take the 49ers.
I'm also going to take the 49ers.
I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers, NFC championship team this year, and I'm going to take them by a score of 17-10.
Next game is the Raiders at the Packers.
I think that Carson Palmer will be able to keep up with Aaron Rodgers scoring for a little while, but not by the time the game's over. So I think the Packers will be able to win 38-24.
This could be the week there McFadden will finally come back, but I'll still take Green Bay here.
I think they showed that they are fallible last week, but I don't think that Oakland can beat them. Green Bay.
I'll go with Green Bay as well.
Next game is the Bills at the Chargers.
Chargers finally got a win for the first time in over a month for them, and I thought Buffalo could stop their slide last week against Tennessee, and it's in San Diego, and I think Philip Rivers is going to get back on track here. I think he threw for 4 touchdowns. I think the Chargers will win 38-21, and he'll outscore Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I take the Chargers here too.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers.
Seems like Phil Rivers really got it together going in this last game. Really excited about the victory. This excitement, enthusiasm will be a carryover into this week. Big week for Phil Rivers. Chargers 41, Bills 14.
Next game is the Giants at the Cowboys.
This is a game that could be helping decide the NFC East. I think that these teams will split the series, and I think the home teams will win. With that being said, I will take Dallas in this game. I think they will be able to squeak out a close win. I think it was going to be really close. I think they're going to win 24-20, but I think this will be their last win of the season, and they'll crumble.
This game could really go anyway, but after seeing what the Giants did against the Packers, I take the Giants.
Yeah, I was impressed with what the Giants did against the Packers. Not impressed with Cowboys icing their own kicker. Romo was best statistically in November, so I'm taking the Giants.
I also will take the New York Giants for a 17-14 victory over the Dallas Cowboys.
Last game is the Rams at the Seahawks.
Seattle beat the Rams in St. Louis a few weeks ago, and they're making a push to possibly be a wild card in the playoffs in the NFC. And I think that Marshawn Lynch is, I think, the hardest running back to tackle in the NFL now. Not the fastest, may not be the most elusive, but I think he is the hardest to tackle. And I think he has a big game. I think he could go for over 200 yards against the Rams defense that isn't very good. I think the Seahawks win this game 41-21 pretty easy.
After seeing what Marshawn Lynch did the last couple of weeks against teams, I'm going to have to take the Seahawks.
Agreed. Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks 21-10.